Hello, welcome to It's a Beautiful Life. My name is Amos Bracewell. We're celebrating life. We want your life to be beautiful, and we want to inspire you today with the people we're going to have on the show, so that you wake up tomorrow morning, you grab life by the you know what, and make your life amazing. So the next 30 minutes, we're going to have some cool people on. We're going to have a food section for all you foodies out there like me, and we're going to celebrate life because life is beautiful. So let's do it! Woo! Please help me welcome today's first guest. His name is Nick Petrick. He's actually in his early 20s, and check this out. He works with youth 14 to 18 years old and teaches them how to vision board to get their life's purpose reverse engineered down to daily action steps. This stuff is amazing, stuff that kids are not learning in school. Nick Petrick, come on out, dude. Awesome. Good to see you, man.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
I got you a water.
Cool.
Because I figured you'd be thirsty. I got one right here. And yeah. I first would like to let these people know how I actually met you. Because how I met you was through the Make Your Mark course, which has absolutely changed my life. Colin Sprake does Make Your Mark now. You're partnered with Colin Sprake.
Yeah, we're 50-50 partners in the business that I run with the teenagers.
So the 14 to 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
Okay, so I met Nick at Make Your Mark, and this is a course I highly recommend every adult taking. Since taking that course, it's absolutely changed my life. So I have a daughter who's almost 16. So when I found out what you guys are, that you're actually taking these principles and putting them, making them very applicable to 14 to 18-year-olds. Remember, I came up and asked you, I said, dude, I got a daughter, I got to tell me about this course, and you're running some kind of camp or something. So maybe you can give an overarch of a topographical, what is the main, what are the themes in the course? What do you teach these kids at the camp? Because it's phenomenal.
Yeah, cool. So it is a 6-day summer camp.
Okay.
It starts this summer. It's going to be August 21st to the 26th.
Okay.
What we teach them there is basically how to find themselves, which is incredible when it comes to confidence and direction. I almost always say that there's 3 different pillars in a teenager's life, especially when they're going through high school. There's so much going on. There's so much.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes. Just hormones, adrenaline, emotion, and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
What have you.
Well remembered.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And so the biggest part for me is there's 3 different kind of aspects, and it's the self-confidence, the motivation, and direction.
Self-confidence, motivation, and direction, which pretty much all teenagers are lacking in.
Most oftentimes, yeah.
Because the school system's not teaching that, unfortunately.
Of course,
but
yeah.
It's the reality.
Or at least 2 of the 3. Sometimes there's somebody who's very self-confident, but they're lacking motivation, right? They kind of use their social skills to get by rather than what they're actually doing in school. Okay. Right, which was actually much like me.
Okay.
And what I did when I was in school. But what happens is when you give them that self-confidence, they tend to figure out ways of motivating themselves. Because one of the reasons that this works is because when they find who they are, they understand what provides motivation to them. Okay? And motivation comes from the self. It doesn't come from outside.
So they start getting to know themselves more, which unlocks further things.
Yeah.
So as a teenager gets to know themselves more, what actually happens when they start identifying who I am? Because you said it'll unlock other things. What does that mean?
Yeah, for sure. So when they start to unleash kind of who they are and they understand the reasons why, and that's a lot of what lots of people like Colin Sprake will do in his courses, right? Is to unlock the reason why you do something. Yeah. And one of the reasons why we do that is because it really helps people out with understanding first of all, the reason behind it, which helps them understand why they want to do it. Okay.
So they're motivating drivers.
Exactly.
Whatever you want to. Okay.
And like I said, motivation comes from the self. It doesn't come from, and this is by no fault of the parents, it doesn't come from external motivation. And so when it comes from within, when they figure out their own personal why, then they're motivated from themselves, not from someone else.
Now I took the Make Your Mark course, and this is stuff you're teaching to the teens, and I found my life in the last months absolutely changed because I got more in tune with what's my why, and suddenly I am so fired up to get up every morning at 6 to be on point with my purpose. So I can imagine you put this information into teenage 14, 18-year-olds, instead of being on social media, video games and all this other stuff they're using because they don't have a purpose, these kids must, so now my next question would be, what success stories?
Right.
Surely you guys must have, because how many, now, is this your second year you're doing this?
So this will be, so the program itself, the actual summer camp has been around for 35 years. So it's very well established. It's been run for, I think there's about 78,000 graduates around the world.
Whoa.
Us personally, here in Canada, we've been running our program for about 8 years. Just about 3 years ago, we revamped it to really get it up to speed and whatnot.
Wow.
But we do have a couple success stories. One of them, the biggest one that comes to mind right now is John Kirkall.
Okay.
Who actually Colin Sprague talks about a lot in his stuff as well.
I think in the course you mentioned.
Yeah, it's actually John Jr. His father and him are in Colin's programs, and John, he's 20 or 21 right now. He just recently got married, and he just recently bought his third house in Vancouver. And so he's running a business right now that's making him, I can't remember the exact figure, but quite a good chunk of money.
How old?
Like I said, 20 or 21.
Or something
like that.
Okay.
Recently married, recently got his second house, cash,
Okay, so, well, and we want to get right to the point here. So if you're a parent out there that has a 14 to 18-year-old kid, and you are wondering why they're on video games all the time or they're doing whatever, and you want them to get on point with why are they on this planet, number one, you should take the Make Your Mark course yourself, highly vouch for it, and get your kid into this program. So what is this course called for youth that you guys run, the 14 to 18-year-olds?
Yeah, so we call it Youth Empowered for Success, or Yes!
All right, so all you adults out there, your parents, get in the Make Your Mark course. They run it every 3 months in Vancouver, Toronto, and Calgary, and get your teenager, 14 to 18-year-old, in this course. It's going to change their life. It's going to change your life. So we're going to go to a quick break now, and when we come back, we're going to talk to another person who's also been in the Make Your Mark course, loved it. It's changed her life around. So thank you so much, Nick, for being here. Always good to see you, man. And I'm super excited to see what this next batch of kids in the summer goes through. Those stories. So
same here, man.
Awesome. We'll be right back to It's a Beautiful Life.
It's a beautiful life.
All right, welcome back to It's a Beautiful Life. Our second guest today, her name is Barbara Berry. She's a phenomenal woman who also recently took the very same course. We've been referencing the Make Your Mark course. The adult version, which is the adult version of the teen version, which Nick Petrick was mentioning. So Barbara Berry, welcome to the show. Oh, and she brought her puppy! Come on, can you see her, Barbara? And this is
Bella.
This is Bella.
She goes everywhere with me.
Hi, Bella. Such a sweetie. She doesn't want to give me kisses. It's okay. I'll still love you. Well, welcome to the show. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Barb, you took the Make Your Mark course. I was telling Nick that you took the course, and you've had some phenomenal things happen in your life the last couple months, last month and a half since taking this course. Now, what can you share? Because a lot of people watching this, they will not have heard of Make Your Mark, and they will definitely not have heard of the teen program, which they can get their kids into. So, what are like a couple things you can briefly touch on before we do the cooking or the food segment that you could tell the viewers of what's happened?
Oh, it was fantastic. Everybody should take it. I'd like to get my kids into it as well. One of the things was how you can turn obstacles into opportunities. So it really got me to shift how I view things in my life. No more victim feeling, no more things that are insurmountable. I feel now I can accomplish anything that I put my mind to.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, it was such a powerful course. I know you were sharing with me before we started just filming today, just some of the ways your life has changed in different areas and how excited you are because it's not only changing your life, because just as when you work with a team, that affects or infects their circle of influence. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
And how much of an impact, putting a teen through that program or you going through the adult program, how many people now in your life are now being affected by the transformation that you have gone that's gone underway and that you're continuing to go? Because you're doing things like vision boarding, your daily action steps, reverse engineering your goals into giving yourself stars. You told me about this stuff.
It's been fantastic. I've had people contact me just through Messenger on Facebook.
Yeah.
They want to get together and kind of find out what I've been doing so that they can do it themselves. Wow. They're intrigued, they're curious.
phenomenal.
I feel like there's a real need or a desire out there for this kind of purposeful living, and I'm happy to share that with people. I had another girlfriend over and we did vision boards together, and I showed her how to do the action statements. So every day I have a series of activities that I do that help me stay on track with my purpose in life. And
based on the vision board goals you've already set, so you reverse engineer them
That's
into
right.
daily action steps. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's been phenomenal. I'm so happy with just my focus has shifted. Even how I view my real estate work, it ties into my purpose as well. And I hadn't thought of that, but through the Make Your Mark, there was an activity that we did. My blog and everything's about making a beautiful life and finding the beauty in the world. And I realized that's what helping people find homes is. It's helping them create a beautiful new life in their home, right?
Yeah.
Making that transition.
And part of a beautiful life is beautiful food. Let's be honest,
Well, that's
people.
where I started,
That's
was
true.
with food.
Right, and we all, for those of you who love food, right, we're all putting up our hands, moaning, rubbing our bellies. So Barb actually is going to showcase just a couple little decadent desserts she's whipped
They're
up for
not
us.
so decadent.
Well, whatever, when you put them in your mouth, I'm sure they are, because I've tasted their food. So let's head up to the kitchen, and we'll be back, and next time you see us, we'll be in the kitchen, probably rubbing our bellies. All right, Barb, so what do we have here today? Because that looks delicious.
Well, this is the very first chia pudding that I've made. It's white chia seeds. I don't know if you've heard about white chia.
I've not, but that looks amazing.
Their chia seeds can be black or white. I like white if you're going to use a clear glass because then it looks prettier.
Okay.
Chia is good for protein, carbohydrate, fiber, and
looks
omega-3. So they're
Those
awesome.
cherries are those organic cherries?
They're organic frozen cherries.
Right. Frozen cherries.
Yeah.
Now what do you got in here? Chia seed with what kind of milk?
You just put almond milk in there and pretty much half a cup of almond milk, and you stir in 2 tablespoons of chia, some vanilla
Okay.
for flavoring, and then maybe half a tablespoon or tablespoon of maple syrup for flavoring, for
Oh, that's
sweetness.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So pretty easy. These are all easy.
All right, and what's the second one?
So this one is a chocolate chia. So same idea. I did it in a bigger batch this time. You can do chocolate almond milk. This one's coconut milk and white chia seeds, and cocoa powder, vanilla.
Oh, that's good.
And maple syrup again.
Yeah, that's
So you
all I
can
want.
do these variations of these, and you can top them with anything: bananas, raspberries,
Okay.
nuts,
All
whatever
right.
you like.
And what do we got here?
And this one is just like a little wilder version. I call it dirty, raw, and vegan chai. Chocolate chai.
Oh, that smells amazing.
It's got a chai spice blend in it.
Oh,
So I make my own. It's cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, ginger, and nutmeg. And then there's espresso.
Oh, that's the winner right there.
I knew
That
was
one is
your favorite.
amazing.
It's espresso, so it adds a little more depth of flavor.
Oh,
to
that's
it
good.
to go with the chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So what we're gonna do is
and avocado.
Okay, all the avocado lovers out there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a break, and when we come back, these will be gone, and then we'll bring in our third guest who actually made all these terrariums. Can you believe that? She actually made these terrariums.
Oh, cool.
So back and please welcome our last guest to the show, a lovely, she's a preteen girl named Jessica, who is an entrepreneur, let me tell you. So let's get her out here. You're gonna be so thrilled with what she does. Jessica, come on out.
Hi.
Welcome here. And I see you brought one of your, oh my gosh, may I take a look at that? Yeah, have a seat. I've got you some water here. This is amazing, Jessica.
Yeah.
Now,
it's actually gorgeous.
what do you call these?
Terrariums.
So what is going on here? Because I don't,
Well,
do you guys want to check that out? It's amazing.
Look at the layers.
Yeah.
Oh, Bella likes
Is that sand or what's?
yeah, so I have sand, a layer of soil, and then some rocks.
Okay, so you make these things. Okay, so now you brought a number of them and you're going to bring some out here.
Apparently smells really
So
Yeah.
this is just something you wanted to do.
Well, there was a lady at the market on McLeod here in Calgary,
Yeah.
and she had her own shop making
Yeah.
terrariums, and she had to make your own shop. And I decided to make one, and then I kept going back, spending all my money making these, and I just loved them so much.
Yeah.
And so I decided to make a business out of it.
She decided to make a business out of it at 12.
That's incredible.
Which is
So
cool.
we're gonna come back to that in a second. So maybe can we show a few, because these are amazing. Can we pass some of these around? And so she makes this as a business. So she'll do weddings, you'll do parties.
Mm-hmm.
What are the things called when you go to a wedding and it's like a
Centerpiece.
Oh, a centerpiece. And then
Yeah.
there's also little things you do like are they called favors or what are the
Party favors.
Party favors.
So, yeah, you can pass that around.
All right.
I have some party favors
Oh, I love that
here.
kind of blue. Check that out.
For, these are some
Yeah.
samples of the party favors I'm
What
doing
is it?
for a wedding.
Okay, so
In
wedding
July.
party favors in July.
Yeah.
These are absolutely gorgeous.
Are these real? Like real plants in this?
Yes, that's an air plant.
Okay, so can we see a couple more? Because these are
Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely. Okay,
What is this purple
That's
one?
so
I
cool.
love purple.
this one.
All right.
Just put this right
This
here.
is one of mine.
Look
Oh,
at that.
in the
Wine glass
That
vessels.
is gorgeous.
Wow.
Okay, so you make terrariums, you make these for parties, for events, centerpieces. You've been doing this how long now?
I think
Yeah,
it's
it
been 2 years now. I started.
When you were 10?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
I'm almost 13, so.
Okay, so you started when you were
so
11,
mid-
almost 11.
Yeah.
So tell me about, because this is going to shock a lot of people, we've been talking about the Make Your Mark course. You've not taken the Make Your Mark teenage course, the
No.
youth empowerment, because you're not quite old enough yet.
Right.
We were talking to your mother and your mother said, I want to get her in there. But can you please tell people watching, what are some of your things you do every day? Describe your actual day. Describe because I know some of the things you do because you've told us. So what do you
Yeah, well, I start my day by getting up at a certain time and then either exercising or doing yoga, which really helps. And then I'll go in the hot tub and take a shower and just kind of refresh myself.
Wow.
She homeschools, by the way.
And I'll do some journaling and reading, and then I get on to schoolwork and chores and plant work and all that kind of stuff.
And you vision board.
Yeah, I have a vision board. Yeah, it's right at the end of my bed, hanging on the wall, so
Yeah.
I can look at it while I'm laying in bed.
And you also do, check this out, intermittent fasting.
Yes. I
She's
do.
just see how excited she got. Because I'll let you talk about it. Tell us
Yeah,
about
well, I do an 8-hour window, so from 11 to 7.
it. Yeah.
And it gives me more energy. It's
Well, they've proven the science is solid on intermittent fasting. So you only eat, or you don't, what is you
I
eat?
only eat between 11 and 7.
Okay,
Except
so-
for on like weekends and special occasions.
Okay, so you're in the morning, you're in ketosis. You're putting your body into ketosis in the
Yeah,
first.
so that your insulin isn't always spiked.
Is the spikes, you're not in storage mode, so you're in fat burning mode. So
Exactly.
super cool stuff. So
I
what-
want to drink this, by the way. It just looks.
What made you, okay, so we've talked about this, what made you, like, what are your parents like that you come to the table like
They
this?
support me in everything. I'm also a competitive figure skater. They support me
Wow.
in everything I do, especially skating and my business. And
Okay, so today's video has been all about It's a Beautiful Life and how we're all learning to celebrate our life and grow. And Nick, maybe, actually first Barb, imagine if I had have known this stuff at this age,
Oh,
right?
I don't know what I was doing. I think I was running around.
Imagine as,
playing hopscotch. That was it.
now Nick, what could you guys do in your youth empowerment course for someone like Jessica? What could you guys do to take her to the next level? A lot of parents watching this,
Sure.
and it's not if we haven't had the information yet, there's no blame, there's no shame. It's not about that. It's about now that we know, what can we do?
Yeah.
So what could your course offer a girl like Jessica who's already doing some of these amazing things? What
Yeah.
could you guys do with that?
Well, I mean, one of the things is you hit the nail right on the head. I mean, there's so many people who have come up to me and said, man, if I had this course when I was younger, I can't even imagine where I would be now. But what we do is basically, in what you're doing right now, you're running a business, you're going through school, you're doing all that kind of cool stuff. Some of the stuff that we actually teach is academic too. So we can actually help you out with your schooling to get that done faster and out of the way so that you can actually work on something that you love like this even sooner or have more time in the day to do it. And then of course there's the entrepreneur aspect to our courses, and so we can teach you how to take what you're doing here and kind of expand your business and make it something larger than it is right now, which really helps out with anything that someone is doing like that entrepreneur-wise. So.
Well, you guys have systems.
Yeah.
You kind of call in and you guys have learned to systemize everything. If you can systemize it, you can duplicate it, you can expand it easily. So that's really exciting because next year you can get into that course. And I already know what the things you're doing, so imagine what you could do. Imagine what your kids can do by taking this course, 14 to 18. But like, look at what Jessica's already doing. This is just amazing. Like, the things you guys are all doing is truly phenomenal and inspiring. Celebrating life.
Well, I also too, to me, what you're doing right now is where we're trying to get 18-year-olds to, and you're only 12, which is incredible, right?
Yeah, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I can see big things for you in the future, that's for sure. Yeah.
So thanks for coming here, guys, today. Really appreciate it. This is the first of maybe more shows we'll do, but you guys are all inspiring. Every single one of your stories and your energy you bring to the table resonates with people, which is why people have reached out to you, Barb. Which is why you had 100 messages on your phone you gotta get back to in between the last shot and this shot, and which is why you have adults going, what do you mean you do this at 12? This doesn't make sense. It's a different, it's the word paradigm, it's a whole other paradigm. So this has been phenomenal. So we'll take a quick break and be right back to It's a Beautiful Life. So thanks for watching the show today. We had a blast making the show. It was awesome having you guys on the show. And we want to encourage all you guys to take courses like Make Your Mark. If you have teenagers, take the teenage course, Youth Empowerment. Make your life beautiful. We're all in the process of making our lives beautiful, right? Aren't we?
You bet.
Even